if you thought coming out of All In that maybe, just maybe, WWE would actually do something to change up their shows and actually it would make WWE Monday Night Raw be a little better. You think, hey, they would learn from All In and get the fans excited. Then I'm sorry to say it, Mother Flowers, you, Mother Flower, are simply Bobo the Fool. That's right, you thinking that right now, who thought that right now, are simply Bobo the Fool. And the last thing you want to be when you watch Monday Night Raw is Bobo the Fool. Mother Flowers, what is up? It's me, it's Steve, it's Monday. All In is already in the books. I did an All In review literally yesterday. It dropped on the YouTube channel. It's also on the audio feeds, iTunes, Stitcher, PODBEAN, and Spotify. If you have to go and listen to on the go, I literally recorded for almost an hour my thoughts on All In 2018. But this is about Monday Night Raw for September the 3rd, 2018. Raw tonight was live from Columbus, Ohio. And I'm just going to say it, Raw was shit. What else is fucking new? Like, seriously, Raw tonight, shit, it was garbage. What the fuck, man? Seriously. So, it's crazy, right? So, literally, tonight on Raw, the ending of the show, all the jobbers from the locker room came out and took out the Shield. You see, it's one thing if last week Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre took out the Shield. Now, the entire jobber division that are heels took out the Shield. You know what that reminds me of? Let me give you this analogy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you would remember this, but it is what it is if you don't. I'm sure all of us at one time or another watched the Power Rangers, right? The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right? In the early 90s. Remember the putties? The little gray guys that would come out that Lord Zed or Rita Repulsa would summon to beat up the Power Rangers, but they would always lose. Yeah, imagine those creatures, right? The putties coming out, and this time they actually prevailed. They actually beat up the Power Rangers. That's literally what this was. It was literally the putties beating up the Shield. That's what this was. I literally saw Drew fucking Gulak of all people with the Authors of Pain stomping on Roman Reigns. I thought I would never see the day fucking Drew Gulak will be stomping on Roman fucking Reigns. Fucking Mike Kanellis, Mike Bennett, who's barely on Raw. The first time he touches the Raw television, he's on the main event segment, beating up Dean Ambrose by an announce table. Good for him. Good for him. Go ahead, bruh. Go ahead. But what the fuck were they thinking? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. It's crazy how we go from All In, this amazing show that, oh my god, changed the game. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It did. To Monday Night Raw in Columbus, Ohio. And they give you this. Yeah. Keep this in mind. They're still in some way, shape, or form trying to build up 3 shows at once. I'm still confused. You're building up Hell in a Cell. You're building up Evolution, which, by the way, ticket sales are really low for Evolution. And you're building up the Australia Super Show coming up in a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever the fuck it is. But as always, Mother Flowers, I'm here from you in the comment threads below. Give me your thoughts. As always, whether it be here in the comment thread of this video, your thoughts on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Did you hate the show? Did you actually like the show? Or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout all these shows: Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, Impact Wrestling, pay-per-views, and above all else, with all you crazy, sick, twisted Mother Flowers out there. So this show kicked off with Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler insulting the Shield. Braun Strowman said that he tried to do this monster versus man, but Roman Reigns kept bringing out his Shield, and he realized that with the Shield around, he cannot get the Universal title. But keep this in mind, this is the same Braun Strowman that fucking tilted over a stage, came out of a garbage truck, freaking flipped over an ambulance. The same Braun Strowman now realizing he can't beat one man by himself, right? Hence why he needed to unite himself for that matter, with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Out of nowhere, out came the freaking Shield through the crowd. Old Shield, if you will. Got a pop, if you will. And then the whole locker room had to clear out to separate this brawl from even happening. There was literally a brawl to kick off the show. A fucking brawl between the Shield and Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre to separate everybody, all six of these guys. And they couldn't do it. They let them loose. Then they keep going at it and shit. Baron Corbin, because of this whole brawl, had the Shield arrested and taken away to a local precinct where they quickly saw a judge and then they posted bail at 10 p.m. Keep this in mind. It's fucking Labor Day. God, I wish the correctional system could operate that fast every single time. Seriously. It's fucking Labor Day. It's a holiday. Oh my God. Seriously, it's so ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous. So they showed the Shield getting arrested. Keep this in mind, right? Mike Rome, right, was apparently at the place where this whole thing was taken. He wrote on Twitter. And this is what he wrote on Twitter. And quote, Shield, hashtag Shield arrested update. Because again, we got a fucking hashtag, right? Just now informed, the Shield appeared in front of a judge, and they have been formally arranged, officially charged with inciting a riot, criminal damages, and disorderly conduct. We'll continue to report as info is available. Hashtag Raw. Wow. And I thought WWE did that every single week with Monday Night Raw. You know, causing a riot, criminal damages to the eyeballs of the viewers. Just saying with the flowers. But, we get the first match. The freaking Bella Twins come out. And what do you think happened? They beat the Riot Squad. Whoop de fucking do. They won their first match in 3 years. They literally did a racket attack 2.0 on Liv Morgan. Again, the Bellas hit their offense here. Brie Bella did her Brie mode, the yes kicks. She did this. She went for a suicide dive that looked extremely ugly, where it looked like she just barely hit, I want to say, Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan or Ruby Riott, one or the other. Okay, it looked terrible. Again, it's the Bellas, so again, it's them probably promoting Total Divas, or them, again, just hyping up this Evolution show, which, like I said earlier, from what I've been reading from reports, tickets are going very, very slow right now. They're not moving as fast as they thought it would be. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I'm not surprised, motherflower. I'm just saying. I'm not surprised. So there you go with that. And then you see them later on in the day. They're backstage and they're offering Ronda Rousey fashion advice. And other type of advice. Like, Ronda Rousey would want to take any type of advice from a woman who can't stay committed to a relationship, and someone who's, again, just whatever. Seriously. Again, at the same time, you think about it, Brie Bella is having that Hell in a Cell tag team match at Hell in a Cell, but a tag team match at Hell in a Cell with her husband Daniel Bryan to go up against Maurice and The Miz. Get the rust off. She's still rusty as all hell, but whatever. We have apparently the tag team now, for whatever reason. They're now a tag team, believe it or not. My oh my, how low has Bobby Roode has gone? Seriously, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Even Chad Gable to that extent. Like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, Bobby, we have nothing for you, pal. Nor are you, Chad Gable, so fuck it. It put you together. Why the fuck not? Alpha Glory, Pride Glory, I don't fucking know what they're going to be called. And what do you know? They beat up the Ascension. Like, everyone beats the Ascension at this point in junction. Even your mom and dad probably beat up the Ascension. I don't fucking know. But that was it. Apparently in this match, Chad Gable was German suplexing and having his way, and Bobby Roode was fucking smiling like he had a fucking erection. Awesome. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Elias came out, tried to perform his song, and he got interrupted by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss taunted the crowd in Ohio, did the Ohio chant. Keep this in mind, she's from Columbus, Ohio. Apparently she graduated in the building they're at tonight on Monday Night Raw. And then she insulted the crowd. And She apologized to Elias for Trish's behavior from last week. As you all know, Trish Stratus slapped Elias. And she said that it's not an example of a Hall of Famer. And she actually wants to walk with Elias. I wonder who else she wants to walk with. I'm just saying. And Elias goes to sing a song, but that gets interrupted by literally Ronda Rousey. We get a match, Alexa Bliss versus Natalya. The match honestly was there. You had Mickie James and Alicia Fox in the corner of Alexa Bliss. By the way, Alexa Bliss wins by submission with an armbar. A freaking armbar. And it's funny because you think about it, right? She's facing Ronda Rousey at Hell in a Cell. So, of course, yeah, win by a fucking armbar of all things, right? We find out also the next week it will be Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox. Or Mickie James, one or the other, versus Natalya and Ronda Rousey, by the way. So there you go with that. I mean, let's get the Hell in a Cell some way, shape, or form. Speaking of Mickie James, I did say that, again, Evolution tickets are selling really, really slow. They're not going as WWE expected it would be as far as ticket sales are concerned. So we now have a new match for Evolution, that being Mickie James versus Lita. It still feels like 2006 all over again, if you will, in my honest opinion. I mean, didn't Lita retire facing Mickie James? I could have sworn that happened, but hey, what do I know, right? What the fuck do I know? We were supposed to get the Revival versus the B Team, as you all know. And before this even happened, McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler annihilated the B Team. My bad. The Revival backstage. Because of that, the Revival could not compete. So we literally had the B Team defending their tag titles against McIntyre and Ziggler. And you could put the pieces together here. You can tell who won, right? Obviously, you can tell who fucking won. It was freaking McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. They're now the Raw Tag Team Champions. Again, it was a squash match. Honestly, yeah, don't get me wrong. The B Team had some offense here. But reality, at the end of the day, it was all said and done. McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler rescued the tag team titles, if you will. You think about it too, right? You know, the main event scene now, right? It involves the Intercontinental Champion in Seth Rollins. Freaking the Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion. And now the tag titles with McIntyre and Ziggler. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That's awesome. Fucking awesome. We get the Authors of Pain. Now they're being joined by a new manager. And again, you know, at one time they had Paul Ellering as their manager, right? WWE Hall of Famer. He managed LOD, the Road Warriors back in the day. And you would think, okay, who can replace Paul Ellering for the Authors of Pain? Someone of his caliber, someone of his stature. None other than 205 General Manager, freaking Drake Maverick. Rockstar Spud is the new manager of the Authors of Pain. He comes out he's literally dressed in AOP gear. The same guy on 205 Lab that wears these suits is literally wearing airport security attire here. I shit you not. Oh my god. It's like they put someone in a fucking dryer, and out came Drake Maverick dressed in AOP gear. I know Halloween is coming up soon, bruh. I understand Halloween is coming up real soon. Motherflower. Looking like Bobo the Fool here. I'll tell you that right now. Drake Maverick. And he says that he is going to make sure that the AOP become the tag team champion soon. Let's see. Honestly, I don't want to come off like I'm shitting on it, even though I kind of am. But it's like, let's be real about it. AOP right now, they're just lost in the shuffle right now. They've been ruined. The moment they let go of Paul Ellering. I understand Paul Ellering can't travel the roads anymore. But really, out of all people, Drake Maverick. Oh, God. Again, on the same show where jobbers beat up the freaking Shield. Gotta love WWE. I tell you that right now. Shawn Michaels came out. This is probably the best thing on the show. All right. As you know, again, they're hyping up 3 shows, right? Hell in a Cell, Evolution, and the Super Show coming up in Melbourne, Australia, in that stadium, right? And one of the key matches they've been literally hyping up throughout Raw, Triple H and The Undertaker, the final for the last time, right? And they had legends again talk about the match. They had Ric Flair, Stone Cold. You kind of get the idea, okay? And out comes Shawn Michaels as advertised, right? And he thinks that Triple H will defeat The Undertaker at Super Showdown. That's his belief. And then Taker comes out. He showed up claiming that Michaels has now made it personal. And Michaels said, again, it's because of the fact that, again, the reason why, the reason why Michael is saying that, because in Undertaker's mind, Michaels, again, realizes that Undertaker took away from him the most important thing, his career. And he wants to come back. And then Michaels goes on to say, hey, it's not even about that. A lot of legends in the past, they do this. They say they're retired, but then they come back 6 months, 6 years, whatever, but they come back. They tend to come back, and they do. Michael stayed retired after losing at WrestleMania 26 to Undertaker. And he did it out of respect for the fans, for the business, and as well, more importantly, for Undertaker. That's why he stayed retired. And it's crazy because every single time he comes out there, every single time you always hear the chant, one more match, one more match, one more match. Every single WrestleMania season, he's offered millions and millions of dollars to come back for one match, but no, he doesn't do it because out of respect. And it's one of those things again. Undertaker said that he did it because he's afraid. He's doing it because in reality he's afraid. And people are just chanting, one more match, one more match, one more match. Let's be real about it. Shawn Michaels not having one more match. It's not happening. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. Watching this segment, it brought me back to 2012. I don't know about you, Motherflower, but it brought me back in time. This is probably, it's sad when the old timers have the best thing on the show. That's sad. We're supposed to be in a new era, right? This is the new era. But the old timers are fucking, again, having an amazing segment on the show. Again, it brought me back to 2012. The nostalgia is still there. Again, believe it or not, I look forward to seeing this match coming up in Melbourne, Australia. I look forward to it. I'm not getting up early in the morning for the show. I look forward to seeing it. We then get Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke and Ember Moon. Throughout this match, Dana Brooke being distracted by Titus Worldwide Catering. And what do you know? Sasha Banks won with the roll-up pin on Dana Brooke while she was distracted by Titus Worldwide Catering. After the match, she quit Titus Worldwide Catering. She quit. Hopefully, unlike some people, hopefully she commits to it. Hopefully she fucking commits to it, if you get what I mean. Bobby Lashley was seen backstage, apparently for a talent evaluation. And apparently he was sent to a meditation session with Jinder Mahal in the ring. And it's funny because he's saying, my man, all right, my man. He's smacking Jinder, keeps smacking a freaking Sunil Singh, right? And it's all going down. And then Kevin Owens, the same Kevin Owens that quit a week ago, comes out and he attacks Bobby Lashley, power bombs him on the apron. We got the old chaos. But here's my problem, though, okay? They could not help themselves. They couldn't wait a couple more weeks to see Kevin Owens come back. Because we're all about, yeah, we knew he wasn't really quitting. We knew that. He wasn't going to appear at All In. I'm sorry, Motherflowers. There's even rumors that I heard that one of the plans was to have Kevin Owens come in with the Undisputed Era. That would have been cool to see. Don't get me the fuck wrong. Right? That bring the Ring of Honor group together and shit. But you mean to tell me you could not wait at least a week or two to bring back Kevin Owens? You bring him back. Okay, he quits last week. They move his profile on WWE.com to the alumni section, right? They put his store up on Pro Wrestling. They put up his store on Pro Wrestling Tees. And you bring him back a week. He just comes into the crowd, repping his merch, the KO merch. And I thought he quit. I thought he was done. But you have him come into the crowd repping his fucking merch? Like, come on, bruh. How cheesy, how corny is that? And I love Kevin Owens. You all know that already. But it was corny. It was so stupid. Again, we see that evil side of Kevin Owens again, but still, it made zero sense to me. It really, really did. Am I supposed to believe now that we're getting Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley now? I hope not, but hey, don't be surprised, mother flowers. I didn't mention this earlier with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, but it's funny though, right? I didn't mention this. Um, Taker comes out like that for Shawn Michaels, right? But yet John Cena has been calling him out for months and weeks after week leading up to WrestleMania, and Taker didn't show up. But Shawn Michaels literally here in this one segment brings him out like that. Come on. That's so funny, though. Like I said, we find out that it's Mickie James and Lita at Evolution. Again, hopefully that makes tickets sell out quick. I hope it does. We'll fucking see. We find out also backstage that apparently, per Baron Corbin, that it will not be Corbin and Finn Balor. Instead, it will be Braun Strowman and Finn Balor. And that was the main event of Raw, by the way. The main event of Monday Night Raw was that. It's a match that literally you had Balor do some moments. He did like a sling blade outside of the ring. Bit of a Sonova because again you had Ziggler and you had McIntyre at ringside here for this match as well. And what do you know happened? Braun Strowman got with the power slam, and it looked like they were about to literally take out Finn Balor here. You hear the ambulances, right? You hear the ambulance sound and shit in the arena. Roman comes out. He gets massively booed like crazy, right? He gets this fucking booing reaction, right? And then out comes Rollins and freaking Ambrose through the backside of the ambulance. They're making their way to the ring, and the entire locker room, the heels at it, the jobbers, right? They come out and they take out Roman fucking Reigns. And it goes back to what I was saying. All these jobbers, Drew Gulak, giving orders to the Authors of Pain to beat up Roman Reigns, right? This is not your yard anymore. So fucking cheesy, so fucking corny, so funny at the same time. Yeah, Mike Kanellis, who's now seeing Monday Night Raw TV for the first time on the last segment of Raw, literally beating up Dean Ambrose by the announce table. All you fucking needed was Kurt Hawkins, and that's it. And you have apparently there's a moment where they toss Rollins onto the windows of the ambulance off the stage, and he hits the glass. So his arm is just bleeding like crazy. Braun hits a power slam on freaking Roman Reigns on the outside of the ring. And it literally ends with, again, the jobbers bringing the moveless bodies of freaking Rollins and Ambrose to the front by the ring next to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And that's how they close the show, with literally all the heels and the jobbers, that is, celebrating. Again, last week, Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler take out the Shield. That's one thing. Now you're going to tell me that the freaking jobbers can take out the Shield. And you can say, yeah, it's a sympathy for Roman Reigns, all the fuck you want, but it's corny, though. It's shit like this that's so fucking corny. And not to mention the fact that, again, they're hyping up all these shows right now. All at once. How do you expect me to give a fuck about these shows? You gotta make up your fucking mind. You really gotta make up your fucking mind right now, seriously. But other than that was Monday Night Raw. The show sucked, I'm sorry. The only good thing on the show is the old timer segment with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Goosebumps still to this very day, after all these years. It's a shame when the old talent can still hang in there and do a better segment than the new talent on the show. That's a shame. But as always, Mother Flowers, I as always want to hear from you in the comment threads below. Give me your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. If you liked the show, if you hated the show, I want to hear from you guys. If not, in the comment threads on Twitter at HeelSteven, like you see on the screen. Follow me there. I tweet throughout all these shows: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, pay-per-views, and above all else, with all you crazy, sick, twisted Mother Flowers out there. Again, if you literally thought that after watching All In, that WWE would be motivated to do a better Raw, I'm sorry. You are Bobo the Fool, Mother Flowers. I'm telling you right now, you are Bobo the Fool. And until next time, Mother Flowers, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's me, it's Steve. And once again, you are Bobo the Fool. Peace out, Mother Flowers.